everyone, welcome back to Rogue 16. We are doing another spotlight today. Today we are going to be talking about the Hyperreal version of the PCS Collectibles Emperor Palpatine. We've done a spotlight, I think, on the other version where I think he's seated, right?
He's
Jay
sitting
is
down.
seated in that version,
Correct.
in his throne. Looks freaking great. This is their hyper real version of that, which they do that for Maul as well, and it's just a higher end. I think the face sculpt is, I think it's silicone, and
Yep.
it's really really nice. PCS. This is a 1/3 scale statue, by the way, and you know, it's pretty amazing, right? Like
Yeah.
it looks right.
It
It
does. It
looks
looks great.
it looks real
Looks
good.
great.
And I think the price tag is a little high, but it's a 1/3 scale
So
statue.
1/3 silicone. You're almost getting that like Blitzway Prime One. You're in that area. So I think the price tag is high, but for what you're getting,
It's
I
high.
think it's reasonable.
Yeah, the price tag is what it is, but I think you are getting a lot, and we haven't we haven't seen the okay. So I have not seen the hyper real versions of any of these, of the
No.
Maul or this one, obviously, but we have seen the Maul, the 1/3 scale version of Maul at I think it was San Diego Comic-Con last year that we saw it.
Yep.
And it looked great. It looked really good. The base looked really good. I was not a big fan of the base until I saw it in person. It looks great. You know, all the relief things that are around it look really good. The little scenes. So the hyperreal, I would love to get my eyes on the hyperreal stuff because I think it's probably even that much better. I'm really just
They
fascinated
did
to
the
see what
same with
the
they,
sculpt looks like.
they did the same with Maul too, where the regular and Hyperreal are two different versions, right? Hyperreal, he has no shirt on, different pose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Correct.
The mall one, I think the mall one was a lot closer though. I think the mall one was like
Like a
he
lot more similar.
he was like I think he was like cutting the ground with the lightsaber, versus the other one. Maybe he wasn't. It was very. I thought it was pretty similar. This one's
Okay.
very different because he's got a seated position in the regular, and in this one he's standing up with the cane, which I think is. I mean, either one you get is going to be awesome, but this one looks pretty amazing. Let's go in.
I'm wondering what the, sorry, I'm just looking at the price difference between the seated and
Yeah,
the,
and the regular and the hyper real.
yes. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in this one we can see the base. The base is the same as Maul. So you're getting the same type of look with the relief and the little scenes that they have around the base. They're lit up really well. It just looks really good in person. I thought it was great. So it's nice that the bases match. It's impressive. I mean, 1/3 scale. I mean, that's it. Look, the tough part is where do you find space for this? Where do you put this? Does it fit next to anything else? I think we talked about this, Jason, in another video somewhere where I think it might have been the SDCC thing where we're talking about this and saying that, like, if you just got one of these, it would look really nice on its own somewhere.
Yes.
But unless you have these things together, putting this next to a quarter scale is not going to look great. Putting it next to a mythos piece, you know, at 1/5 scale isn't going to look great. So it's I think it's got to have its own spot, kind of. But man, it looks good, dude. His face even looks like sweaty in this. It's crazy.
He looks amazing. This is a fantastic offering.
I mean, look at that, dude. That looks this
And
picture right here is crazy.
another thing is we don't see a lot of Emperor offerings.
No, yeah.
We don't.
They've done it. They've done a custom. There's custom versions of this, right?
Yeah, but
Like pretty good
license
ones.
there's a few random bits, but nothing of this magnitude.
It's nice. It's really nice.
Mm.
I don't know if they show us a picture of all the bottom little scenes in the
The
base, but
scene, yeah. The way they light that too, I think it was really smart the way they light
it's cool.
the
It's really
scene
cool.
because it really brings depth to it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh yeah, they're showing them here. So you got the little bit. You got the Death Star.
the Senate, the Death Star. Okay.
Yeah, the Senate. That's cool. Damn, that Senate shot it. That's really cool. Actually, I like that. And the other side is him and Vader looking out on the is it the Death Star or looking out on?
Yeah, I think it's a scene where they're watching it being built
So cool.
from the prequel. He's a
Gosh,
beautiful, and you know the cloth's going to be top notch material.
yeah, he looks so
That
good,
waffle
dude.
pattern he has, yeah,
He looks so good. I mean, this would look great. Did was it Disney, the Disney store that sold the cane?
yeah, dude. I
This this
actually,
this would
I'm
look
gonna,
great next
I
to.
actually just found one of those. I'm looking around because I literally just found one like days ago, and I was like, "What is this?" I thought it was an MR one, but it
Oh,
didn't have. I didn't have the packaging unpacked. I'm like, "This must be Disney store" because it didn't have markings on it.
yeah, right.
But
No,
it's
this would.
it's it's a great piece. I think those canes are long sold out too because I was trying to look them up
Mhm,
online,
yeah,
and they're pretty hard to come by.
this would look great next to that. Um, but yeah, like we said, it's tough because you do have to have a specific spot for this. If you have a bunch of other 1/3 stuff, this would look fantastic.
Yeah.
Not out of place. It would look really, really good. But if you got a bunch of quarter scale stuff, I don't know, man. You got to find a good spot to put this where
Well,
it's
not
at
only
least a
that, but
little
most
separated.
most quarter scale is the statuesque polystone. The hyperrealism with the silicone. Those are usually the larger pieces.
Right.
So it's gonna be an awkward piece if you have primarily, you know, um. Oh, I like that you can remove the hood too.
Dang, look at that, dude. The hair. It's crazy, bro.
I think we've gotten in the last 5 years. I think we've gotten past the concerns of silicone as well because a lot of people are like, silicone can deteriorate quickly depending on the environment that you're in. Is it
Mm-hmm.
climate controlled? Are you in a humid environment? But I think now they've gone as far as using like medical grade silicone. It's guaranteed to last like 50 plus years or something, or 25 plus years, and you know,
I mean, you'd hope so at the price, right? You want this thing to last a long time. But that said, it's gonna make it gives you. I guess it gives you that much more detail. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't really seen a lot of silicone head sculpts in person.
yeah.
So I don't really know what the benefit is or what the actual like how much better it is, but it does look in pictures it looks great. I mean, you see what is it? The is it Infinity Studios or is it Queen? They use a lot of silicone sculpts,
Yeah,
right?
they
On their
did all the
bigger
best.
pieces?
And I was gonna say a friend of mine, who's not even a Star Wars collector. He's not even a major collector at all, but he had that Loki bust that had
Oh,
the
right.
silicone
Yeah,
piece.
that's a nice bust.
Dude, that thing was wild in person.
Yeah,
Like
that's nice.
you touched the skin and it just felt like a real human. It was kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, I don't think these would look super out of place with your normal sculpted stuff.
No, because it's not. So like with the hyperrealism Maul, is it just his head, or because he's exposed from the chest stomach
Yeah,
up?
that's a good
So I
question.
wonder if it's if
I'm
I
not
wonder if
sure.
it's the I wonder if it's the body upward or if it's just the neck upward.
It's been a while. We need to go back and watch our own spotlight because we probably said something about that.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to learn a little bit more because these are catching my attention more and more. The more I see them,
They're
and
really, they're really nice. I mean, this PCS and Blitzway are killing it. I think with the
yeah,
license, they're absolutely killing it. Which is good because it's making Sideshow I think step their game up as well. That's what we want. But dang, dude, the cane is just even just the cane now. It's amazing. Like the whole situation is just fantastic. Oh, here's a picture of all the little scenes.
oh great,
I don't know if
okay,
you call them reliefs. I don't know what they're called, what the proper name is for this, but these look great. And like you said, Jason, they are lit up really well. Like they're really cool
yes,
when you see them. They're
because
they're
they're not
great.
as deep as they seem in the image, but the
Right.
lighting allows for the depth to really come
Mm-hmm.
through.
Yeah, they're
So
really
that's a
cool
whole
looking.
nother level of detail. Oh, aside from the statue that they put time, effort, and energy into.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can see the depth of them. Like like you said, it's not super deep, but it does work really well. It looks really nice. And it's detailed enough that it looks really good, and it's not, it doesn't look like they tried to, make another little tiny statue inside of a statue. Like it's a really weird. You have to see it in person. It looks really good.
I think this one even has like smoke that comes in. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, behind him.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Like
he
in the
looks
whole
great though,
scene
man.
when you
He
when
look,
you turn it on, looks little steam machine. Yeah,
dude. He looks
he's very imposing in this.
really,
Yeah,
really. It's good. It's real good. The PCS killed it, man. For reals. It looks so good.
we're just having a little fun, guys. Having a
Yeah.
little fun. I
But yeah,
love the
no,
Coke can. Look at no apple. They get the Coke can.
they got the Coke can. It's 25
What brand of
inches
Coke is that?
tall. It's Premium Collectibles Studios. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's 25 inches high, 16 inches wide, 13 inches deep. It's a big statue. But again, I mean, this is like, okay, so take X-Wing Luke.
He's the same
X-Wing, like,
size as X-Wing Luke.
like Luke and Luke and X-Wing whatever the hell the name is.
X-Wing Red 5 Luke in his
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah.
Taking the ladder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luke driving the X-Wing with R2D2, whatever it is. So he's, he's a what, 2 inches shorter? I think actually the closed canopy is 24 inches, I think, on Luke.
24
So
closed, 30 open.
27 high, I think it
Yeah.
is. So he's like right in the middle of that. So yeah, he's a big boy, big statue. I mean, I will say, to make him look really good, you're probably going to have to make that hood look great, to
Yeah, a
really make it work.
little futzing. Yeah.
But
And we've all brushed
otherwise,
our chewies. We can fluff a hood.
yeah, you can fluff a nutter the hood. But yeah, man, it's a
Dude, look at the way
fantastic
the
statue.
sleeves are falling. How smooth, huh? And that ain't easy to get
Really,
right.
I know it's really well done. We've seen it from other people, and it's hard. It's not the best. Even Hot Toys, I think, kind of fell short on that, I believe.
Yeah, a little bit,
Um,
yeah. Because it's got to show that weight, but still make it movable.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really nice. I wonder if anybody, and this is another, I think, an issue with PCS. I haven't talked to PJ or anybody about this, but like anybody that's picking up the normal version, are they also going to pick up the Hyperreal version, or are they going to like cancel that order and get the? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like are they
I
gonna?
do. So if you're a hardcore Emperor fan,
Yeah,
right,
sure.
and you really want,
Get
because
both.
having a seated Emperor is that's the Emperor, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It almost reminds me of if you had Vader just standing museum pose holding his belt buckles. That's Vader. But then if you also had Vader like with his hand out doing a choke pose, or the saber down to his side, it's like you two prolific displays of Vader. So I mean, you'd have to be at that price and at that size, secondary to the price, you'd have to be a big fan.
yeah,
But you're right.
yeah.
Anybody who pre-ordered one first, I wonder if they allow you to transition, because the original Maul, I remember, I'm a Maul fan. You know that. I had the
Mm-hmm.
the Maul Bust, XM Maul. I got the Kurobuki Maul. I got a bunch of Maul stuff, and we didn't know about the Hyperreal Maul just yet, or the details on it. And
Right.
I had my eye on the original one. I would have been pretty upset had I seen the Hyperreal for just a few dollars more at the level
Yeah.
of detail, quality, and pose offered versus the regular Maul.
That
Not that the regular Maul was bad,
and
but
and
there is a significant difference.
And Jay, they don't come out with these things back to back. It's not like they come out with them and go, "Hey, here's both versions." They come.
Yeah, no, it's
It takes
months
them.
and months apart.
Yeah, it takes them a while to come out with the Hyperreal version. So, like, I don't know. I'm just wondering if that bothers people or not, or I don't know. But I think it's great that they have both versions, and I think they're going to probably continue to do that. I'm guessing. I would imagine we'll see a Vader from them in a 1/3 scale. Like I
Vader
don't know
bait
if
would
they'll.
be amazing.
I
I
know.
can
I don't know
imagine
if
the lights being red.
I don't know if they're gonna keep going down the dark side route, but you know, we'll see. We'll see if they do any light side characters anytime soon. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Vader next. Just because I think that would. I mean, even a Count Dooku would be amazing from them. I wonder what their license covers. If they're allowed to do anything, if they're only allowed to do OT, if they're allowed to. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what they're.
That would be interesting. I mean, I'm sure it's across the board, right?
I would think so, but I would also imagine that
But they know the
Disney.
dark side stuff sells.
Yeah, for sure. And it's an easy thing to start with. There's no doubt. But I wonder, I would wonder if, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney has carve outs for, you know, certain, you know, the sequels, the prequels, the OT. But I could be wrong. I'm not sure with licensing. Um, but yeah, anyway, guys, this is a great looking piece. Again, $1,950, 2,000 something after taxes and shipping probably. So there's payment plans. But man, great job from PCS Collectibles. I mean, they really did a killer job. And obviously the line's going to continue. We'll see some other amazing things from them. I would love it if we saw something new from them for San Diego Comic-Con this
I
year.
think they might tease something because we're already about a year in and there's 4 offerings. Now,
Right.
two each. Now, I wonder if they continue the line. Let's say we get Luke, let's say we get Vader. Is it going to be 2 Vaders, 2 Lukes, regular, hyper real, regular? Do
Right.
you think we can continue down? I wonder if that's the
I
case.
think so. I think if they've already done that for Maul, they're already doing it for Palpatine. I think they're going to do it for probably everything because it's an upsell, right? It's an
Yeah.
upsell version of the original that they come out with. So why not? Vader is tough. I don't, unless they do an unhelmeted version of Vader, which they very well could for the Hyperreal version, and it would look amazing, I'm sure. Like the Sebastian Shaw head sculpt would look awesome. But Vader, you know, how do you do if you don't do that, if you don't do an unhelmeted version, what's a Hyperreal version of Vader? I mean, it's, you know, it's one version. So
I agree.
I don't know. They would kind of have to do that, but everything else with head sculpts, yeah, you could totally do Hyperreal versions of, and it would be great. So, yeah, hopefully we see more from them. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it. I mean, that, you know, if you haven't seen the original, the one we did of the Emperor on Throne, essentially from them, the 1/3 scale version, go check that out. Obviously, it's a great piece in itself. So I can't. What did you say the price was on that, Jay? Did you mention that?
For the seated one,
Yeah, for the
I
seated
know it
one.
wasn't a big difference. It was only a few $100s.
Oh,
It
really?
wasn't
Okay.
like a $700 or $800 difference.
Yeah, I can't.
I was actually just taking a quick peek. Let me see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, you're right. It's $1,700.
Yeah, so it was a mild difference, which I thought
Yeah,
was interesting.
that's it. That is interesting. Yeah, because the Maul, the Darth Maul one is, so the original is 1,700. The Hyperreal is 2,299.
Yep.
I wonder if that's because it has a light up lightsaber. Yeah, I wonder. And you're right. The pose is different, Jason, on the Maul.
Yep. The pose is different.
Pose is
And don't
different.
forget, so even though we might see Vader, PCS is also the one that put out that like every connotation of Vader you can think of all smashed together, remember?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They put that one they put that one out.
Yeah, the fine art bust or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're killing it, man. They're just making more and more good shit. So hopefully we see a lot more from them. But guys, that's gonna be it for us. We will see you on the next one. Bye.